Oh, the music stopped. Alright, we getting back in there, boy. This is the place, for sure. Could this be his house? Oh gosh, what? Hello? Excuse me, can I have a second? What? I see you around. Go for a stroll? No, actually, who lives here? Do you know them? Oh, you mean Mrs. McGannon? McGahan? McGahan? Someone named McGahan lives here. Not anymore. Mrs. McGahan passed away last year. The house has been neglected ever since. What a waste of a fine house it is. Oh yeah, I think she had a son. Wish she'd just rent out the house herself. Do you know anything about her son? Nah, I ain't never seen him. I only moved here a few years back. Heard he lives in an apartment a ways away. I see. That all? I gotta get home by daybreak or the wife will be living. Yes, thanks a lot. Is that the only person? I don't remember that guy. I kind of want to see if anyone else pops up, but I don't think anybody will. That's cool. That's cool. The mailbox has McGahan. Must have been the resident's name. Looks like a pretty nice house. Filled with rotten waste. Ugh. Thing growing in the planter. Oh, is that what that is? Can't go around the back. No more people. It's locked. Okay, well, how do I get in? Oh, the bloody key. We still have that? I didn't use that already? It was in the cat corpse. What? Alright, well, let's start exploring. Ugh, gosh, the music. Piece of the shattered plate. Guess I'm too much of a wuss to go over it. Water-filled washing machine. Toilet water reeks. Oh, what's that? It's muddy and it smells bizarre. How does water get like that? Oh boy. I can't walk over scratches. The hotel, the school, the hospital. It was the same at all of them. My saddest memories wouldn't go away. Writing wouldn't settle my heart. In the end, my festering heart win. Part of the paper's torn. Mine is an empty existence. I have nothing to leave behind, not even words. It does seem like a nice house. Old telephone in the power, so you can't make any calls. Big crack in the screen. I recall the rhyme of the crooked man. All he could do was live in a crooked house with a cat and a mouse just as crooked. I was the same way. Everything I wished for ended up crooked. My dreams, my love, even my family. How did the crooked man live? Was he sorrowful in the depths of despair? Such a life has no meaning. Stained with burns and rust. Rotten waste. Not much food in the refrigerator. Of course, it's all gone bad. Well, I mean, it should keep in a refrigerator, but, you know, I'm not going to make that argument. It's a video game. Full of women's clothes. Theirs are half open. Coats and fallen reed. That's what that is? Another scrap of notebook. Why? 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 No, 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 no. Ugh, this room is creepy. Why is it so big? The calendar for last year has a big X on it. Okay. City fireplace. The door doesn't open. Okay. Out of cigarettes. I need to smoke. Black covered notebook. The rule in this notebook matches the scraps I have. Combine all the scraps, got a notebook. There's a name on the back. Duke. Duke McGahan. Books on law. There he is. The Crooked Man. Are you crying? Is he crying? Crooked Man. I can't end up like you. He's up there, isn't he? Then I'll be going there. This will be the end. Yeah, boy! Oh. Nope, I didn't do that. I didn't mean to do that. That was dumb of me. Crap. I'm gonna die. Oh no! I knew I was gonna die to the next scream, so I just tried to wail on him with shots, but it didn't work. Alright. Round 2. Run! Ah! No, he's gonna touch me! Don't touch my butt! No! It's turning into crying. Crooked man. I'm not going to be like you. You failed to catch me. As much misery as I encounter, as painful and bloody as it might be, I'll keep living. So, be gone! Oh, it's so creepy and bright. Open the door. This is gonna be where it gets really sad, I bet. Oh, I can't move. Duke. No one found his body? Oh. It's awful. Duke. You detested me. Though I lived such a similar life, you hated how I lived comfortably. So you wanted to drag me down, to take me with you. But didn't you want to be saved deep down? So you called me. No, that's not right. You wanted to help me. To tell me, don't come the way I've come. Thank you. Nothing will make you suffer anymore. Where you're going, it's a good place. So... now, you can rest in peace. What's the ending? Video game. Wow, must have been rough, David. Finding a corpse on your trip? But it sounds like it ended up alright. I'll go make some tea. He was beaten by the crooked man. He was dragged to the other side. Well, the crooked man, he was always right behind me. I realized he was there. Every time I was sad, I felt like he was whispering to me. I knew if I acknowledged it, I was done for. So I tried to think about it. If all this hadn't happened, I think sooner or later I'd take his same path. Thinking of it that way, he really did save me. Always such an easy target, aren't you? So you got dragged into this. It's fine. The crooked man is gone. Hello? Huh? Okay. I'll head right there. David, what's up? Who was it? The hospital. Mom's condition took a turn. They're going to have to do the operation. Take my bike, it'll be faster. You gotta go. Don't sit there staring. My hog. Doctor! Doctor! Mom's condition. To be honest, this is rather risky. Removing the tumor isn't too difficult, but she might not have the strength to. Doctor, please, my mom. She's the only family I have. Please. Sign this. We're getting ready now. We'll do the best job we can. Okay. Side of my head. Poor David. Doctor! Mom! The tumor was successfully removed. She's still sleeping now. She might have a chance if she wakes up. What? What?
I'm not talking to you. Grab your bags, you're on the steps.
Okay. Sorry about that. Tonight will be the biggest hurdle. Have faith in her. David? Mom! Mom! Oh, thank God. You woke up. You really... I felt like I was in darkness. I was scared, screaming. I must have worried you. And those things I did to you, I'm so sorry. It was hard, wasn't it? It's okay. It's okay. You helped me open my eyes. Mom, I was so unhappy. I was just struggling to be happy. But I didn't give my mother the happiness she needed. After all the hardship I'd given her, I foolishly doubted that I wasn't loved, wasn't needed. That's why Did you hate me for it? Don't be silly, David. Indeed, you and I both. It's hard to say we were always happy. But even in the sad times, you were always honest. You lived a straight and honest life. I was so proud of you. Having you as my son was my greatest happiness. Don't focus on the sad things. I'm sure you'll notice all the happiness hiding around you. Davy, I'm thirsty. Can you bring me some water? Sure, just a second. Don't you die, Mom. Here you go, Mom. Oh, no. Mom? Oh, this is terrible. Mom. Oh, that's awful. She got a good funeral. I'm sure your mother's happy now. That's awful! Video game! You gotta be tired, huh, David? You okay? She told me she was happy in the end. If I'm going to live without blaming myself, those words are gonna help a lot. It's fine if I have to suffer. I could be smiling in the end. If I could be smiling in the end. David. Marion? Why are you... Shirley? Why are you... Hey, Shirley, I still ain't forgiven you. How dare you gave it the Ow, ow, ow! Ahem, we're going. Okay, stop pinching me! David, I heard about your mother. It's good you came, Shirley. Mom always liked you, so I bet she's glad. Thanks. David, I was anxious. I'm unsure of where I'm going. I'm worried that the road I'm walking will be full of twists and turns. Maybe I did need your kindness. You never let me down, but how did I repay you? I'm really the worst of the worst. I'm sorry. Maybe this is too late, but... David, if it's okay with you, would you like to... David, I'm sorry, please don't cry. No, I'm not sad. I'm just... Even though my dreams were crushed, I just lost my only family. I'm just so happy you came back. It's okay, Shirley. However off-kilter things get, we'll set them straight. I promise you. David. You know what I think? The crooked man had a crooked body and only crooked things. But I'm sure he was happy living in his crooked house. I hope to see you again. He left those cigarettes too. Until then, rest in peace. Good end. Bye bye, Blackbird. Sad thinking about how that's the good end, isn't it? Oops, I dropped something. It's a sad thing. I mean, it's sad that his mom died, but like, I mean, that stuff happens. This game kind of goes for, ironically, some realism, I suppose, when it comes to stuff like this. He got to see his mom one last time, like in sound mind, and his girlfriend came back. And I don't want to spoil it, but like, it's interesting to see how that continue. That's this. That's why it's called Bye Bye Blackbird. This is beautiful. But we already know how things continued when we go into the Sandman. So for those of you who haven't seen that, I did a Let's Play on that back in October. So that was honestly quite fun and enjoyable. This little adventure was fun too. I have to wonder. Thank you for bringing the Crooked Man. Congrats on the good ending. This is an extra page. You'll lose the page if you quit, so I recommend making a save. You can also begin a second playthrough here. Wait, what? Player. That's you! I guess I'll save here. What's this stuff? About the second playthrough. There's a door at the top leads to the second playthrough. There's no change to the story, battles, or choices, but some events near the ending change. What? Oh, okay. Interesting. Wonder if it's worth seeing. Maybe in the future. Okay, so but some events near the ending change. Interesting. Okay. About the series. This ends The Crooked Man, but I'd like to make a series of similar games. I hope you might play them when they come out. They'll be available on my blog. Okay. Whose blog, though? We didn't specify. So this is how the Strange Man series began. Hopefully we see David again in the future. Aside from what I already know about the game. The impetus to create a game came from a strange event that happened to a friend of the author. Writing it all be a long story, unfortunately. It might be available on my blog. The game was less scary than my last game. Paranoiac. Oh, I remember hearing about that game. I didn't know that was by the same person. That might be something to consider in the future, but it's probably maybe for October. But I considered having more action in this one. The author will be delighted if you enjoyed it. Again, thank you for playing. Interesting. So perhaps sometime in the future. I'll save it here. Perhaps in the future I will continue it. But for now, that's going to do it for the Crooked Man. If anyone actually knows anything about the changed endings, I might Google it to see if it's worth showing off. But I might go ahead and do it anyway, because it's not like it's going to be much of a difference. Now that I know how to play the game, it'll just be a streamline. I'm glad that I played this game again. Sorry, I say again, but I watched it played the first time by Markiplier. Back with my ex, and the thing is, I can remember it. I know certain people don't like me talking about it, but it's like about her, and I don't particularly like it about it either. But this particular game brings up a lot of memories like that because I'm gonna be honest with you, I relate to David so much. And the thing is, back then, when I first watched it, even when I was with somebody, like, it felt I had a completely different opinion of the game. Like, I did still feel like I related to David in some ways, like with the family falling apart and stuff like that. But now I relate even more to David than before, and it's like, you know, I mean, I am happy now. Like, things have changed. I was in a dark area for quite a number of years, and I don't know, things are better again, and it's a good lesson, and it's also like it gives like awareness to things. This game gives like awareness to things like depression, things about suicide, and how that's not the answer. Things like that have been kind of a huge topic since January because of stuff that went on. You know, it's been more publicly noted and stuff, and this game kind of gives a good message. I mean, it's still sad in certain parts, but like, you know, I think it can speak to people. So I don't know. It was just a very good game. I liked the Sandman as well, and if you guys haven't seen it, you'll see the end cards for the playlist for it at the end here. But it's definitely worth a watch. It's just definitely not, I feel like, as involved as an experience as this was, but that was probably more of a game, if that makes sense. It was more fleshed out and longer. You know, stuff like that. But, I'm looking forward to playing more of the Strange Man series. I might not actually go right into the next one, which is right after the Sandman. Might take a break and go into Misao at some point, because I want to play these RPG horror games, and I don't want to wait just for October to do them. But, yeah, this one was highly requested to see the Crooked Man. People wanted to see more about David. Because I guess, I mean, spoilers. If you don't want to hear about the Sandman spoilers, don't listen to this part here. But, you know, David returns and the Sandman. It's not quite the same thing that you might think, but he does, you know, return in a way. So, you know, it's nice to see things change for David. But I guess that's going to do it for the finale of The Crooked Man. You'll next see up on this playlist, it'll probably come out sometime soon after, a bonus episode compiled of all the bad endings of the game, because the bad endings in this game are not terribly difficult to get. So I basically have 2 of the 4 already on footage, and you saw one of them already in the law school segment. So next episode it'll be the bonus episodes of those, and then perhaps I'll move on to a different RPG horror series if people would like to see more. I'm going to take a short break from the Strange Man series, maybe a game or two's worth if I could find multiple games to play. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I apologize for if I'm absent-mindedly not looking at the camera. I'm used to looking at the screen because I'm looking at my own face. Sorry about that. But that's going to do it. I thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it because I had a fun time playing this game and experiencing this game again, but through the eyes of a player and not the eyes of a watcher instead. It was fun. And if you guys would like to, I urge you to play it too. It's a fun game. I mean, maybe not fun. It's a good game, I guess, if that makes sense. Fun isn't the word I would describe the Crooked Man with, but, you know, it was good. So I thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys will join me in the bonus episode of the bad endings, and then possibly in another series. So I thank you guys for watching. I said that like 4 times. Bye, everybody.